Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. This is Sohini from South Bay, California, and I welcome you today. For anyone who's tuning into this channel for the first time, this is where we talk about anything to do with artificial intelligence and machine learning, right from the job market to career-based information, and also about GitHub repos, how to create your digital portfolio, you name it. And if you like the content provided on a weekly basis, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel. So I was reviewing my videos from the last few months actually, and I realized that I've been making a lot of technical content and not really creating a career coach video. So today's content is about coaching or preparation for job search, and today's topic specifically is how to pivot your technical career. So if you're in the market and you're trying to figure out what are the best tips and strategies in order to ensure you can pivot to possibly a new direction, then this is the video for you. Pivoting technical careers can actually be pretty nerve-wracking, and if you don't have the right support system, it can actually throw off your balance, your personal and work-life balance quite a lot. I have had a lot of experience in pivoting my career. After my PhD, I became a faculty, and then 3 years after that, I started work in industry, and I started in as a deep learning engineer because it was a small team. So I pivoted from a completely academic background to a completely hands-on kind of a job. And after that, I pivoted even more this year when now I'm working directly with students and employers in order to help them get to the next level in their technical careers, specifically for AI and ML careers. So I have done it quite a lot of times, and now that I'm following the careers of other students who are also pivoting their careers, I am seeing certain trends that are coming up from it, and I really thought that these trends could really help all the others who are looking for a job, or at least they are trying to prepare themselves for the first quarter of 2021. These would be helpful. Point number one that I am finding right now is, with lockdown everywhere around in the world, it is important for you to find a partner in your career journey. What that means is we are very used to sitting isolated in our computers and looking for jobs and applying to them, and then we think, why am I not hearing back? Well, the trends in the market and industry, which is very localized to where you are, is constantly shifting and changing. So this is a good time for everyone to start working with their career coach. And what a career coach does is they're essentially a cheerleader who are going to ensure you are on track. They'll help set targets for you, schedule your technical targets. For instance, let's say you're preparing for lead code, so that you go from the lowest to the highest, a hard lead code level. So in this way, if you're working with a career coach, they can help break down or give you targets that you want to achieve so that you reach a particular rung of coding expertise on a particular week by week level. Also, a career coach can help write your resume, review your resume, and along with that, they can also help you figure out what are the current jobs in the markets that your resume would be applicable to, and so that you can actually work towards them. And contacting a career coach doesn't essentially mean you pay money for it. It could be as simple as reaching out to someone on LinkedIn on helping you to feed your resume a little bit better, or it could be even, let's say you did your undergraduate from a certain institution, reach out to the career service there. Maybe there's a training and placement cell there. So reach out to them, and right now everybody is seeking help in order to understand what are the new directions, where are the new jobs, or what is my resume most applicable for. So in these cases, and some of the examples that I have seen is there have been people who maybe they are cloud architects, but they are wanting to get into, let's say, AI and ML based cloud resources and projects. Then what kind of background should they be portraying? So working with a career coach, they can tell you the directions or the expertise you require to crack those interview rounds for the location that you are at. So work with a career coach so that you can get to the right job you are interested in. Second point that I've been seeing in 2020, because again of lockdown, we are all in our silos, and it is extremely easy for us to feel left out or to feel singled out because of this silo. So in these kind of situations, what I'm seeing, a classroom's kind of setting actually helps students on an emotional level to engage with other people who are also trying to job hunt in order to then finally reach to their career destination. So in these cases, going back to sort of a classroom kind of a setting, interacting with more people, so it could be something as simple as a meetup, a virtual meetup, or a virtual it could be a think tank, or even if you're having alumni meetings at your previous institutions, go to them. Find other people who are on the similar boat or a career trajectory, so that you find information from. So right now, finding information from your computer or your lockdown mode is extremely hard. So seek out other people and try to get into these classroom sort of setups. If there are some short-term courses, or even if it's a few courses or a minor that you have at an institution, try to invest into them. And it really helps psychologically, as well as you to open up and see, well, there are other people who are also on the similar boat. Let's try to work together in order to get to a current goal. So I've seen some people, they are trying to get into C++. So they've had a lot of Python experience. Now they're trying to get into C++. So they look for other people in the community, and that can be through Stack Overflow, that can be through KDE Nuggets, or it could even be through YouTube channels. They find other people who are also on the same boat and then work together. And as soon as you partner up, and right now the world is digitally, it's pretty close and tightly knit. So you can actually find another working buddy with you who could be co-located somewhere else geographically, doesn't really matter. But if you find another person who's at the same boat, it's going to be easier for you to stick to your schedule and actually get done with whatever you've planned in order to get to your next technical goal. So point number 2 is reach out and try to find a classroom kind of a setting or another working buddy with which you can actually keep working. And point number 3, and again, I have been talking about it a lot in my other videos. I will link some of the videos up right here where I talk about the digital portfolio. But digital portfolio has become more important than any other time. So what that means is just your resume does not cut it. It's really important for you to ensure your LinkedIn profile is as closely, representative of who you are, what you're doing, and your GitHub portfolio as well. I've seen a lot of candidates, they do end up, polishing their resume, they do end up polishing their LinkedIn, but their GitHubs are a mess. That means there's no README files, it's very hard to follow. Sometimes, you don't even have all of the files, some are missing. So these should be behaviors that should be checked. So what you need to do is, even if you need a third party to look at it, and just ask them, can you look at my GitHub? Does it look professional enough? Does it seem like something which is very complete and something that an employer might be interested to look at? So if you are into technical expertise, if you are into software engineering or machine learning and AI, you have to have a well-documented, well-written GitHub portfolio. It does not cut it to not have one at this point. So if you need help, reach out, but focus on not just your resume and LinkedIn, but also on your GitHub portfolio. So that was it, my 3 pointers for this week. Next week, I am planning on bringing to you top 10 tips in order to prepare for technical AI machine learning interviews. So starting from your whiteboard coding to getting to the system level design, projects and design requirements in a machine learning interview, and again to the behavioral interview. So I'll give you top 10 tips from cracking the whiteboarding to the system design interviews to the behavioral interviews, and I'm hoping you like them. So if all of this is something that you like, please give this video a thumbs up. See you next week.